when you decided to partner with us, was there a specific problem you were trying to solve or a job you were trying to get done?
From our perspective, it was very much around finding a partner when we were prospecting, someone who would take the time to read and digest the document.
There was another agency that we worked with, so they were working on other projects inside of that, the agency's placements and things like that. And so they kind of had like their full-time thing. And then what they were doing was asking them to put in some additional hours to like help us, because we were very early and we couldn't make those kinds of commitments. We didn't have the budget to do it. We just needed to get our MVP stood up. So they were very capable, but not focused on our project.
Well, we, like I said, we had this issue where we wanted to predict sales on future parts based on our current sales of current parts.
We had a need for developers, and the idea was that we're going to bring somebody in-house, but that we knew that would take time. So all the options were on the table to have the problem of resources solved.
How does our service compare to your initial expectations?
I mean, service-wise, I think you guys were really good. Like, you either met deadlines or communicated that maybe we needed more, time and data to do something, more information. I feel like we pretty much got that thing done within the timeline that we had discussed. And I feel like the communication was good. So, I feel like there was a lot of back and forth actually between me and your people, more than weekly actually, a couple times a week probably.
I think you're pretty on par with my initial expectations. I guess the only thing I would say is around kind of project documentation and kind of visibility and pieces.
I think it was in line with what we expected, I guess.
I think we're pleasantly surprised. I think you're the longest partner we've worked with. So I definitely felt that you guys offer a degree of attention that other companies don't offer. And that's very valuable. You give attention to us and our needs, and you also give attention to your employees and finding that good match between what our needs are and what your resources can offer.
Now that you've been working with us for a while, what's the number one thing that you're able to do that you weren't able to do before?
I think I got pretty much the exact outcome I was expecting, assuming that it's as accurate as I hope. Like I said, I didn't know what that model would be based on. I actually, I didn't even know what machine learning was when I started doing this. So I was expecting some sort of like statistical, regression analysis or something.
So we're able now to faster respond to our clients because we have this capacity from you. So our clients come in and they say, hey, there's a bug. Hey, there's this new feature we need. Hey, we need to fix that on the platform. And then because we have resources from you, we are actually able to accommodate that within very fast turnaround that before we wouldn't have been able to do.
What was the number one thing that made you confident that Maruti Techlabs was the right partner to work with?
I guess eagerness that I saw. Like, when I was dealing with that company in Poland, I was basically just talking to a salesman. Whereas I started with you, but I feel like you quickly brought on like a whole team to talk to me about it before I even, who seemed to know what they were talking about and made me feel like these guys can do this before I even went ahead with anything.
I think I said for you from the start, I think it was for me is the communication and transparency. That's one of the key elements, which I think you demonstrated really well. And I think it's about, as I've said before, it's questioning and trying, is understanding the business that you're trying to do business with. Mm-hmm. If you've got that communication and you can say, okay, is that what you mean? Or is this, it's about that rapport.
Yep.
And then if you can build, you can build that by asking the right questions. And then once you've got that, it's just being back with the communication. Right. Yeah, we said this, Dana, here it is.
Thinking about it from a marketing perspective, how you shorten the path to experience the professionalism that you guys bring to the conversation and the early stages of the process. I think just your approach to sales in general, you're a very clear communicator, you're very disciplined and very thoughtful, right? Like when you see those little things, like this is something Doug's always done, like when he sees an article that was relevant to a conversation, you send it through, it shows like you're paying attention and you're listening, and that need to feel heard when evaluating who you're going to partner with to build a product like this is huge. Because I'm non-technical, a lot of my stuff has to be kind of on feel, and like the feel was pretty much from day one. We knew that you're the pros that we wanted to work with on all our projects.
The main three things that I was looking for were like sort of cost, competence, and I guess you could say organization, like, who's going to be sort of most dedicated to my project. And I don't think it took me long once I found you guys to decide You know, I mean, it took more, I feel like it was more a while to find you guys than it was to actually decide to use you guys once I found you. I think that was only maybe a matter of weeks, not months. I mean, before I even, like, I had done all that research that I kind of wanted before I even contacted you. Like, I mean, for me, the clutch reviews and case studies were very important. I think I probably read every one of yours.
What did you like versus dislike, and what do you feel we could be doing differently?
I think in order to finish the product, it would have taken us another month if we worked with you to finish it rather than doing it ourselves. So I think your biggest benefit from our perspective is that you did have the ability to flex resource up and down. It seemed like an unlimited resource pool. You listened to us from you personally listened to us very well. The project management process worked very well. I think the Slack integration with the development team worked well. That's probably how I describe it. I'd probably point out that.
Yeah, I don't think I have any improvement in this. It was fairly straightforward, and I know that we needed to go through all of the things we went through. It was a while ago, so it's hard for me to remember. But generally, I think your sales and pricing proposals and the process is fairly good. Like I really can't think of anything that you would have done better.
How would you describe Maruti, to your colleagues of years in the industry?
When I refer you, I feel so good about doing so because you make me look good when you show up the way that you do, right?
You're a scalable. Your senior developers have got a good grasp on how things can be done. You get certain things done very quickly. You've got a good capability to convert design to delivery.
Reliable would be a good word I'll use.
I mean, I would say, again, like diligent, thorough. I mean, I think that would be probably the two.
A very communicative, very capable team of engineers and support.
That's great to know. That's great to hear.
I think is probably how I would describe it.
Absolutely. I'll be sure to pass this feedback to Harsh and Jay. I'm sure they'll be happy to hear this. So thank you for that.